Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm bringing you the next episode in our Sinnoh Classic run, where I play in the Sinnoh Classic online tournament and live commentate as I go. We're going to find Radish from Japan with a rating of 1675 immediately to kick off the episode. And you know, if you haven't seen the last couple of episodes, I highly recommend it. They've been some really cool teams, and it's a very different change of pace from VGC 2016, or even the recent years of VGC with no Mega Evolutions being allowed at all. You know, so far I think we've been on a pretty good win streak. We took 2 losses earlier on in episode 2, but haven't lost one since then. Gonna do my best to continue to keep that up. Would love to hit the 1800s. I think my goal for this tournament is anything in the 1800s, but I'd love to win the tournament as well. It's a little bit harder since when you commentate you don't get to focus as much, but you know, obviously so far the games have been going okay, so not the end of the world. But let's talk about this one. Weavile, Zapdos, Garchomp, Metagross, Azumarill, and Smeargle. So really strong team. You know, Zapdos, Garchomp, Metagross, Weavile, and Smeargle, all stuff you would have definitely seen in 09. And Azumarill, my opponent's team as well. You know, that's definitely a little bit scary. Let's see what to lead with. I do like the idea of Staraptor. Slowking's good. Like, if I could get Trick Room up, Slowking would be great. But Infernape, Staraptor, I think. I have to deny the Belly Drum. That's maybe the most important thing. And I think I'm going to go Obama Slowking, yeah. No Glaceon, unfortunately. This is not a kind of team that you can just freely spam Blizzard against. Yeah, and like, for example, Glaceon, something, if it was only Garchomp, Zapdos, and Weavile, I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, but he's got a Metagross, an Azumarill, both resist, and then a Smeargle, which can wide guard, and just put me to sleep with Dark Void. So I'm gonna go with my faster leads here for once with Infernape and Staraptor, as we see Weavile and Smeargle. This is gonna be bad because I don't know who has what. I think one's gonna have Focus Sash, the other's gonna have maybe Scarf. Or, well, I mean, like, Weavile here is going to have Life Orb or Focus Sash, I think. So the question is, does he have Scarf on Smeargle? Because what I'm going to do is... Fake out. And... Is Close Combating better or Brave Birding better? Or maybe Double Edging? Which one makes the most sense here? Let's just Brave Bird. Actually, no, I should have Close Combat. I don't think Braver would knock out Smeargle if he's Scarfed. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it is Admin Staraptor with a very good amount of attack investment. Normally Staraptor I kind of want to use for those one-hit knockouts with Final Gambit, though. I can already tell this game's probably going to be very intense. My opponent also taking the max amount of time to think. Ooh, he actually fakes out onto Infernape. Okay. Double fake out? Not even. Huh. Interesting. I'm more than okay with that, because that Smeargle should be in faint KO range now if I don't knock him out outright. And I do knock him out. Wow. I'm not going to complain about that, that's for sure. Probably going to get, yeah, Ice type attack. Is that going to be able to knock me out? He is intimidated. No, it doesn't. No Life Orb. Okay, so he's probably sashed there. Okay. Azumarill coming in, though. Oh, that's the big concern. That is not good. He's going to be able to Belly Drum now. And I have no way to stop it. I mean, I could Brave Bird Azumarill, which is what I'm going to do, but he probably has Ice Shard. Okay, so what I'm going to do is Close Combat Brave Bird. Yeah, he is Ice Shard. That's not good. See, that's a throwback to 09 Weavile as well. He just Aqua Jets though, okay. So he doesn't get... Oh jeez, that knocks me out though. Oh, crit. Yikes. I don't think that knocks me out without the crit, but I'm not entirely sure. But this game just became maybe unwinnable. Because if I get that Close Combat off, then Weavile's in Ice Shard range, meaning he can't do anything against my Slowking, and then I can just set up Trick Room. Now you can just attack and go on the offensive. So I'm just gonna Wood Hammer and Trick Room and hope for the best. I think I've lost this one, honestly. I don't think that Aqua Jet would KO, but I'm honestly not sure. I mean, Infernape is pretty frail, and it's obviously super effective, boosted by Stab and Huge Power. So maybe it didn't matter. Good play by my opponent, though. He actually switches out his Weavile. Interesting. Metagross. This is still winnable because I do have Fire Blast. Huh, I'm faster than Azumarill too. Wow. That does so much. Just knockoffs though. Oh my gosh, that does so much. Actually, yeah, I lose now because I lose my expert belt. Actually, he should just be able to knock me out since he did that much. Aqua Jet should knock out Slowking at this point. Well played by my opponent. Very well played. He's not Citrus either, so it's just a really offensive. Yeah, I don't have much. I have to hope for some reason he messes up and doesn't Aqua Jet Slowking. Yeah. And Aqua Jet obviously is going to go before since I set up Trick Room and Azumarill is faster. Disappointing, but I do feel like my opponent just played better, and this was a pretty tough team matchup as is. He played me pretty well. Like, he got the free switch into the Azumarill, and that was really bad. The only answer I really have for Azumarill on this team is my Abomasnow. We saw how much Woodhammer did, but that wasn't enough. He had Bullet Punch on Metagross too, so yeah, like, not attack, you don't see Ice Shard too often on Weavile, nor do you see Bullet Punch too often on Metagross when you do see them in the metagame nowadays, but they're still pretty common. So 18-3 now. There was a win before this. My opponent just disconnected like pretty early on, so it wasn't worth uploading it. But yeah, we're going to find a 17-22 opponent from the US, so try to recover from that. That was definitely probably just the biggest loss by margin I had so far. I don't really know what I could have done better exactly, honestly. I guess switching out Infernape into Abomasnow would have been the best play there. But I'm not sure, like, if he doesn't get that critical hit, like, that might have made the difference, because then Slowking can Fire Blast you. Though I suppose you can still double up on it, so it's hard to say, but I'm not going to dwell on that any longer. Another Rain team here, Polioludi, Arcanine, Hitmontop, Gardevoir, and Scizor, so a good combination of Pokemon here. I still like Staraptor Slowking here. Obama. Do I want Glaceon? No, I want Azumarill, I think. Yeah. Not gonna bring Nape against a Rain team that also has Hitmontop and Gardevoir. I mean, Overheat still does a lot to almost everything. Of course, you can now Overheat in the Rain because it's not ridiculous Kyogre Rain, but yeah. 18-3, I'm okay with that, but yeah, I mean, I feel good about my team. The first two losses we had in episode 2 were easily losses that could have been wins if not for low damage roll / me just making a better play. Or could, in the case of the first game I lost, like, should have gone for a knockoff, and then the second game it was like kind of a 50-50 there in the end. But that last one was just like bad team matchup. Ironically enough, I'm kind of Azumarill weak. Metagross is obviously a big deal as well. And Weavile, having just like put on so much offensive pressure, and that's why priority is a big deal. It's like the strategy I've kind of been using went against me, where it was like, okay, I'll finish you off with priority, and either sweep or get a setup with the Azumarill. I'm gonna lead Staraptor Slowking. Scizor Hitmontop. Okay. This is really ideal, I would say. Because I get the Intimidate off against this Pokemon. He can fake out one, but I could potentially just knock out right now. The question is, do I want to Final Gambit? I'm kind of tempted. It's like, I could Final Gambit and Fire Blast. I think I might actually do that, honestly. Yeah, because once Scizor goes down, Abomasnow has an easier time. Maybe not. Maybe I should have just Brave Birded. But I don't really care about Hitmontop. Hitmontop's actually kind of dead weight right now. So I want to make use of that. Fake out. Okay, Staraptor. So that's what I was expecting. I'll probably Bug Bite here. Yeah. Which isn't going to knock me out, unless he crits. Okay. Life Orb. Hit Fire Blast, please. That sucks. That really blows. That's what I get for using Fire Blast, but doesn't make it. Ah, that's so frustrating. Because if I get that knockout, then I can Final Gambit. It would be 2-2. Okay, what's my plan now? Set up Belly Drum with the Azumarill. That's my plan. I guess I'll Brave Bird. I'll go for a Fire Blast again. I'm not expecting to get it, obviously, but you never know. He might want to switch out right now. The reason why I'm using Fire Blast is also for Metagross, because with Expert Belt you can actually pick up a one-hit knockout, whereas Flamethrower you can't, but you obviously have to deal with the risks there. Arcanine could switch in. So Azumarill is in an okay position next turn, but I'm at -2 right now. He protects. That does give me... yeah, maybe I should have Scalded. That would have been a nice prediction, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that play at all. It does okay damage. Left these two, yikes. I don't have a great switch in, that's the other issue to a fire type attack, especially if it's Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed. This is bad. We're just going to Brave Bird again to put it in, hopefully, Aqua Jet KO range. The Fire Blast. I can't afford getting a Azumarill burn right now. Oh, he actually targets Staraptor. Oh, maybe Heat Wave coming out? I really wish that Fire Blast hit. But, low accuracy. I kind of have to suffer. Yeah, that's my choice to use it. Snarl, interesting. A little bit annoying there, because that's actually not, like, entirely accurate, so if he missed there, I also would have got an opportunity. So instead of him going for, like, more accurate moves, he decided to risk missing Snarl. But, you know, I do that too sometimes. Obviously, that's not, like, a bad play by any means. I have to bring in a Azumarill now. But yeah, you can see how much of a difference not knocking out Scizor early on was. Maybe I should have Scalded for accuracy effect, but I think I'll just Aqua Jet here and Brave Bird. Yeah, he's gonna Bullet Punch. The Intimidates have also not been helpful, obviously. This is still definitely winnable. I'm not giving up yet. It's just frustrating. Oh, come on. I needed that knockout. Azumarill coming through for my opponent in that first game. Not here for me. Oh well. I don't know. I think both games... I mean, I'm going to have to run a calc there for the first game, whether that crit matters. But if it does, I mean, slightly frustrating. Like, both of these games, it's not that much RNG, but sometimes one move makes a difference. But once again, like, that's what I get for using Fire Blast and making that risk turn 1. Just frustrating. I suppose my best play is to protect here and... I don't know, knock off. Game's over, basically. Politoed? No, hit on top. Yeah, my Azumarill does nothing right now. Kind of interesting, every time I lose one, it seems like the next one just kind of goes downhill too. You know, he does Bullet Punch into a Bombus though, but it's too late. Unless I crit here. Yeah, no, not happening. Maybe I should have Blizzarded there. Yeah, I think I still lose. There's nothing I can do at this point. Sad, 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 boys. Yeah, especially with that, yeah, without Play Rough, like, can't even touch him on top, especially with the burn. I wonder what the roll there on Arcanine was, too. Like, if I knock it out, maybe I'm in this, because I could potentially get a Belly Drum setup. I mean, he fakes out Azumarill, which is an interesting decision. Bug Bites a Abomasnow. No, still does that much damage, even with the Intimidate. Get a Blizzard off, but would need some freezes right now to bail me out. Crit Scizor, but no freeze. Yeah. I'm doing what I can, right? But, like, if I Belly Drum, I just lose, because then I just faint from all this burn and hail. Okay. Is there any way I can win this? I don't think so. Yeah. Like, even if I protect Abomasnow and Aqua Jet Scizor, he still have Arcanine and another Pokemon in the back, so he's just gonna Bullet Punch. Azumarill, which was kind of what I was hoping for. But his Hitmontop should still be faster. Yeah, so he's just gonna close combat and knock me out. Yeah. So, nothing I could have done there, which I don't feel too bad about. But the game was essentially over when I didn't pick up the knockout onto Arcanine, which I really thought I'd be able to. But I'm not too sure on the rolls. Yeah, obviously a little bit unfamiliar since he's got Citrus on top, that's cool. A little bit unfamiliar with the damage calcs in this, since one, haven't used these Pokemon in a while, too. Like, yeah, Arcanine is, like, the Azumarill Arcanine Aqua Jet calc is not something I entirely am that aware of. But, good game to my opponent. I can't complain about missing Fire Blast, but I do think it was, like, a game changer. I think if I hit that, I have a... not outright... Oh, yeah, I mean, I think I actually outright win the game, seeing Gardevoir in the back. But, it is what it is, and that's what I get for using that accuracy, right? Like, I knew Scizor would be part of the metagame as well, so I could have chosen to use Flamethrower. Which, in retrospect, like, maybe I should have just gone with Flamethrower instead of Fire Blast. Like, it's not worth trying to get a knockout onto Metagross, as he Thunderbolts me. Pretty cool to see regular Gardevoir, though. Sage and Park did win Worlds in 2014 with regular Gardevoir before it got the Mega. Alright, 2 losses. Let's try to get back into the 1700s then and win this next one. Sorry about that, guys. I don't think I played necessarily poorly in those. Although, obviously, I always try to look at what mistakes I made and what I could have done better. If anything, like, lead matchups, I guess. That last one was what? Scizor. Hitmontop. What can I lead with that's better than what I brought? I guess Azumarill maybe. But we're gonna find Michael from California with a rating of 1668. So let's try to recover and get a win here. Pretty cool team too. Another Azumarill, so everyone's on the Azumarill train. Zapdos, Azumarill, another Scizor, Mamoswine, Latios, and Murkrow, which is probably the most interesting thing. Obviously getting access to Prankster. And Quash, which is the other annoying thing. So once again, I think I'm going to go Staraptor Slowking. I have faith in that. Still want Abomasnow. Still want Azumarill. Okay, let's try this again. Team comp is a little bit similar from the last one. Not really. He's just got a Scizor. But I feel a little bit better about this one. But my opponent ended up not bringing any of the rain component of his team, which was a pretty smart decision. Like, Infernape could have helped me more. It could help me here too, but... after seeing the Aqua Jet knock my Infernape out from the earlier Azumarill, I don't really want to bring it. So, really want to win here. I cannot accept 3 losses in a row. That's just not good. And those 2 games weren't like... no, the first one was more of a clean... I'm assuming Aqua Jet knocks out Infernape without a crit, so that was a pretty clean one. The second one, though, was just like, turn 1, meh. And for that reason, if I actually had to change, I would probably just have Flamethrower on this, because knocking out the Scizor is a big deal. And Metagross, you know, I have Infernape to deal with it typically. Or even Staraptor to just Final Gambit. Okay, so Zapdos, Latios lead here. I think I'm just gonna Final Gambit Trick Room. Yeah. See what he does. Could be Scarf Latios. Oh, that would be really bad. But I don't see why you use Scarf Latios in this format. Maybe I should have Final Gambited Latios because I know I can take a Thunderbolt. That might have been better. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the frustrating thing. Like, one of the most important things in any competitive game is just not going on tilt or just being frustrated after losing matches. And the last game was definitely a little bit frustrating, but let's see how this first turn plays out. The first turns still dictate a lot in this format, but not as much, I think, as 2016. Like, that format is just... lead matchups mean so much more than any other year. Kano protects those switch outs. I do just get this Final Gambit off. Darn it. Oh, he's got Energy Ball too. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's Life Orbed. Yeah, I don't know why I took the risk thinking that Zapdos would be able to knock it out, just because I got that off in another game. So I was like, oh, Latios can't do very much against me. But that's awful. This is... Yeah, definitely the play was to final Gambit Latios in Trick Room. Because I know I can take a Thunderbolt. And Latios shouldn't have enough HP for that. Good play, Ball. I wasn't also expecting an Energy Ball. So I could just gonna have Blizzard. Aqua Jet. Because he probably has Heat Wave. Nah, definitely a frustrating episode. But that was just a bad play from me being frustrated from my previous game. So there's not even an excuse on that. Azumarill coming in. So I could have Protect Blizzarded, but the reason why I didn't was because I thought he might have Heat Wave and he'd go for it and try to punish me. Yeah, he's gonna Energy Ball. He's gonna do so much. Wow. That hurts. I do wish I Protect Blizzarded there. Freeze onto Azumarill would actually put me back into this. It's still not over by any means, but a freeze here would be very nice. Please? Nope. Rip. So, if he has Scizor also, yeah, it's over. And he probably does have Scizor. Like, if he brings... Yeah, there we go. Is there any way I can win this? What do you do here for my opponent? Bullet Punch? Who do you Bullet Punch? Probably Azumarill. I guess I have to hope for a Blizzard Freeze then. Let's say I survive. Knock off. Yeah, even if I protect. I guess I should have protected. Because I protect and I get a freeze, then maybe I get something off. He's got Citrus on a Zoom, as expected. Protect Woodhammer. You play Roughs. Yeah, I'm gonna need a break after this one. This was me getting my butt kicked. But I think it's also, there's been a pretty clear trend here. All my opponents have had Azumarill or Scizor, and those are not fun Pokemon to go up against. Especially Scizor. So yeah, first game was me losing to Azumarill, second game was me losing to Scizor, third game was me losing to both Azumarill and Scizor. I want to redeem myself though. I'm going to play a fourth one and I'm going to win this one. Good game to Michael. Oof. Rough one. The win streak had to end eventually, but it's really, like, these tournaments, I always go on streaks. It's like, I'll win 10 in a row, 15 in a row, then lose a bunch. Which is frustrating because losses at this point do mean more since your rating also goes down. So now we're like, what, 18-5, which is okay, but under the 1700s now. And yeah, that last one was just me playing poorly. Like, I know Zapdos has more HP than Latios, but I was just hoping it would be the offensive variant because it'd be really good. I also wasn't expecting Energy Ball, but yeah, I should have just taken the Thunderbolt damage onto Slowking and just knocked out Latios with Final Gambit. I get Trick Room up, then I can bring in a Abomasnow, and I can just Fire Blast the Scizor if he brings it. I guess it would still come down to me hitting Fire Blast though. So lesson learned. Should probably have used Flamethrower for an online tournament like this one. But try to keep it going. Like I said, I aim for a win streak of, let's say, 80%, so definitely below that right now. But I'll try to climb out of it. Gonna find another Michael, but only a 1489 rated opponent, but rating, you should never underestimate anyone off. Latios, Vileplume, Suicune, and Polion, Sceptile, and Typhlosion. I want to say, like, man, I'm really disappointed about how I played. I'm not too disappointed about the first two losses. That last one was also was dumb, though. Like, on my end, I should have just knocked out the Latios, but that was just me, like, not thinking things fully when I get a little bit frustrated. So that's why you do need to keep stuff like that into consideration. But let's see here. And Polion's actually, once again, still very scary. This is not a fun matchup by any means. I'm gonna go Infernape Azumarill though. Staraptor, yeah, this is Abomasnow. Alright, let's see how this goes. But yeah, if anything, like, one of the reasons why I wanted to record this entire tournament is so you guys know exactly how every game went, you know, because obviously I don't win all my games, and this way you get to see how I kind of react playing so many games in a row, since I actually have played all, I think it's already been 20 plus games, all of them in the span of like 2 hours. So first time I'm kind of mass recording everything, which is kind of interesting. Latios and Polion, it's not a fun lead actually. It's not fun at all. I think I'm actually just gonna fake out knockoff here to knock out a Latios. The belly drum doesn't even help me right now. Trying to think. I mean, I gotta knock out Latios right now because that's a threat to Infernape as well. He might Aqua Jet. Nope. Oh, Stealth Rock. Okay. So maybe not the most competitive teams, although Stealth Rock actually is a throwback to our very first game, which gave us some trouble. It's a knockout onto Latios, which is good. So I was expecting to lose Infernape there. This means now I can knock out the... oh wow, he was Scarf Latios. Interesting. So I'm glad I picked up the knockout there. Glad I didn't lead with Staraptor either. I was like saying, you know, when do you ever see Scarf Latios? There's the answer. So I'm just gonna close combat and Aqua Jet now. No way. What's he doing? I guess that kind of makes up for the last one. I feel bad about that, but I don't know. I think even if he picks up that knockout, I just get Staraptor, and then I just Final Gambit, Aqua Jet, and then win with the Bomb Snow. Actually, I can't Final... I would close combat, not Final Gambit, yeah. It's Thunder Punch. Typhlosion's cool, though, because I actually had that on my VGC 2008 team with a Eruption. He does get a Paralysis there, so... some RNG for some RNG, but me definitely getting a little bit luckier. But yeah, this is looking like a pretty quick game. Sceptile coming in, that's good to see. Now I'm just gonna close combat, Aqua Jet, Typhlosion. And Staraptor closes it up. So kind of an anticlimactic game. Like all the 3 games before though were just close. First one not as close, but really good games and just well-played opponents. And you know, it's not gonna be easy the whole way out, and it definitely has not been one today. But you know, you gotta face challenges, and how you respond to them is important too. And in Pokemon, like, you're not gonna win everything, and sometimes you go on bad losing streaks, but what's important is how you react to them. So yeah, this team you know, does have some competitive components. Obviously, White Herb, Sceptile. Wow, that does so much. Scarf on Latios. Yeah, that should be even in Faint KO range at this point. But obviously, you know, this one being like a 3-minute game. So I'll bring in a Bomb Snow back in. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm disappointed. I should have, like, I hate losing. And the most important thing though is whenever you lose in Pokemon, you gotta take away something from it. Like, if you lose and just get mad from it or upset from it, then it's a waste, right? Like, one of the most beautiful things about games and competitive games are you either win, which is awesome because who doesn't love winning, or you lose and you get a whole opportunity to learn from everything from those losses. So, in general, like, you know, they were definitely tough matchups. I think I need to be approaching Scizor more aggressively, and I have to realize that, okay, if I lose Slowking, I don't have a way to deal with Scizor. I haven't been, like, using or thinking about that hard enough. So, yeah, definitely don't want to get burnt out. I think I'm probably going to still record. Today is my only day, really, to fully record for this tournament, which is probably the hardest thing. So we are just under 80% win rate with 19-5, but I'm going to do better in the next episode. We did have a couple of episodes with straight wins, but this one, definitely me not playing 100%, and also just really good opponents and teams. Azumarill and Scizor, you know, definitely a tough time, and a little bit of poor luck, but I'd put more of the blame on myself. So yeah, it's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We still did get some really quality games, and I'll do my best to keep it up and start winning again in the next episodes. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace.